guys, Pete with Crunch Time Coaching, and welcome to Serve Clones. Serve Clones is where we take the best servers in the history of tennis and we teach you how to serve just like them. Now, in our first series of Serve Clones, we took a look at Roger Federer, and you can click up here to watch that series now. Now, we did ask after that series, who should we do next? And it was a toss-up between Andy Roddick and Pete Sampras. I decided to go with Andy Roddick today because when you look at Pete Sampras' serve, it's kind of similar to Roger's. We're going to get to Pete too, but I just wanted to throw out something completely different because Roddick serves nothing like Roger. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get into cloning Roddick's serve. So this is a tough one to do, and it's going to be a fun challenge for me and for you. So what we can see, what we notice first of all, is his feet are very close together when he gets ready to serve. Holds his feet close together. Does have a wide base though, so you can see the angle in his body. You're going to notice when he goes into his serve that we really see his back chest come to us. So it gets lots of rotation. So the feet come close together. He's got a slight bend in this leg as he's just in a ready position here, getting ready to serve, getting himself pumped up. And you can see his eyes looking at the target. And hands are pretty much in a normal position, doesn't hold it low like Federer in our last one. Now here's where it gets interesting. As he gets ready to serve, he comes down a little bit with his tossing arm, but he keeps it pretty, like lots of people come, kind of down towards their pocket and then up. Roddick doesn't do that. And he keeps his racket on top of the ball for a long time as he's rising. Now we can see that both arms are facing out this way. So that's what we're going to try and copy. And right about there is when he starts to separate the racket from his tossing arm. And so this is the move we're going to work on today, just getting this move down, which looks simple enough, but it's kind of a weird feeling. So this is what we're going to work on, and then we'll just take a look at what we're going to be trying to get into in video 2 and 3, which is look how far he slingshot himself back there with that tossing arm. That is just crazy. And notice how low he is with his hitting arm. Like let me just show you that so you can take a look. That's very unusual. I mean, and just crazy. Big knee bend, comes up, goes into a big racket drop, and full extension hit, and follows through with an ace, and the guy didn't even move. So pretty awesome. Okay, now I have the job of comparing myself to this. So let's do it. Okay, so let's get into comparing my serve to Roddick's and trying to get into the serve clone position. So the first thing that I'm trying to do is just get the stance down, just seeing if I can get the stance of Andy Roddick, which should be the least of my challenges here because there's a lot of challenges ahead to try and look like Roddick. So you can see very similar start. Our eyes looking forward at the target. Okay, so that's check. Okay, rackets in similar positions pointing out to the court. That's check. I've got my feet close together, but a wide stance. All right, so as far as meaning that I'm holding my feet closer together than normal. I usually have the back foot, this back leg, going back further, a wider stance, where he's more of in a pinpoint stance. And then you can see Roddick's got a slight bend in the back leg, and I've got a slight bend. So all that looks good. Now, here's where the challenge came for me, and one thing I wasn't picking up right away is when he turns, most people, when they go to serve, they tend to bring their tossing arm into their thigh and then kind of raise back up again. Roddick keeps his tossing arm up higher than most, and then just starts rising, which I didn't catch that in the very beginning. See, I'm coming you can see right here, I'm used to doing this where I rock down with my arms, and then I'm trying to copy and bring my arms up like he does. Okay, so I'm again just trying to get the moves down, but you can see I missed that little piece. See, again, I come here, I bring the arms down. That one time I stop myself, and then I'm just trying to get into this in this position. So this is what I started to do, and I went back and looked again, and this is what I want you guys to do. That's the whole point of the serve clones, is I'm not trying to say here that I serve just like Andy Roddick, or after I'm done, I'm going to have Andy Roddick serve, or it's going to be perfect. But hopefully by the end of this, I'll have some pieces, or I'll feel, maybe I'll go, oh, maybe this is what Andy's feeling when he serves. You know, this is a, you know, this power. I see why he does this now. That's kind of the idea. Now, what I'm doing here is trying to really feel how he comes here, and then he gets there, and then he sinks down even lower, back down there. So you see that? He comes here, and then like he really goes down. So I was trying to imagine what that feels like. And so I did all that before I even hit some serves. Okay, so let's get into me now trying to actually serve like this monster, Andy Roddick. Okay, so before we get into seeing me try and copy the actual serve, the full motion, I do want to remind everybody that all we're focusing on today, this is a three-part series, all we're focusing on today is this first move, getting right there as Roddick does, like at the way he comes here with his toss and gets to right there. That's all we're really focusing on. That's why you can see I took so much time. And then this next move, we're also kind of focused on that today too, but we're going to get more into this on video number 2. So, you know, all this other stuff going on here, this is what we're going to be getting to in videos 2 and 3. But today, it's important to just focus on the first move, just like we did with the Fed Serve Clone series. So, you know, this is all I want you to focus on. This is all I'm trying to do. Everything else that looks like him or doesn't look like him, it's kind of a plus. You know, we can do it. So I just want to remind you guys of that. Okay, let's take a look at some of the serves that I did. Now right here, here's one of the biggest serves I hit of the day. But you can see I came low, I separated early. So if you take a look at Roddick, he starts to rise up. I separated early, but what I did is I got way down. You know, I'm not quite, he's got that full, whoops, sorry, started to move that like that. You know, he really comes way back even further than me. But for me, this is a pretty big, you know, setup. My knees are probably lower than normal. My elbow's lower than it normally is, and it really helped me explode up. Like, I crushed that serve. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, I crushed that serve to the point where I impressed myself, and I came back, and I made a little joke like, that was big. I just wanted to point that out to myself and to you guys. So it's already making a difference, but I could see, especially playing it back, that, you know, it's different what he's doing as far as how long he's keeping his both hands on the racket and coming up. And then he gets so far down. Like, that is sick. Look at that arm. I cannot get over that. I cannot get over how far he comes back. But it was one of the things I was focused on as I was going to serve. So we're going to take a look at my best effort. So we're going to skip ahead to my best effort on trying to clone Andy Roddick's serve. Okay, so here we go. Here's my best effort. One thing I noticed here that I did pretty well is watch how I come here and I start to really bring my arms out to the side. Now, I don't hold on to the racket as long as he does, but look at how he turns to the side here, and this is really, you know, what's going to bring his chest back to the fence, this move. So feel like I did that pretty well. Again, I'm separating earlier than he does. Look how long he raised that racket up. But what I found is I really sink down nice and got a really good L shape. Like, look how low that elbow is. Look how low I'm down here and how high that is. I'm getting much better there. My elbow is lower than normal. But again, he gets to like right there. So we're kind of, let's clear this out. kind of similar at this point, but then he keeps going way down. Like, I have no idea how he gets that low. But this, for me, was as good as I could do on day number 1, which is deeper than I've ever gone with my legs and probably lower than I've ever gone with my elbow. And look at this secret power source I've got going. So I'm getting some elements there. See, he comes right back into that. And then I come here, up and hit. So I really get good explosion up and hit. And you can see lots of nice pop on that ball. And then, you know, Andy Roddick's Andy Roddick. He just crushes the thing. But what I found that helped me focusing on was trying to, where he comes here and then he goes down another level. Like, I was trying to imagine myself doing this, even though I came up way short, but I tried to imagine like getting down to that next level before I popped back up. You see, it's like most people, when they get to about here, start to come behind their head, right? They start to bring the racket back behind the head, but he like springs down at another extra level and then goes up. So as I was hitting my serve, I tried to get that feeling, like that extra springy feeling in my tossing, in my hitting on my leg. So coming here and down, and then try and go down a little more. So I had like a mini Roddick there, okay? It wasn't a major Roddick. So I come here, I get there, and now kind of spring down and then pop up. I'll play it a little faster so you can kind of get the feeling of how it flows. Boom. And really got some nice pop. Obviously not what Andy Roddick's doing, but there's some ideas there that I was getting from Andy Roddick that I think helped give more pop to my serve. All right, so here's my thoughts after trying to clone Andy Roddick's serve for the first time. It is tough, but I did feel that I got some aha moments in there. The biggest one for me is how he does get so low and brings this arm way back, and I was able to get a little bit of that. I definitely felt some big pop on the serve. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Guys, give this a thumbs up. I'm trying my best. I know I don't quite have Andy Roddick's serve down, but I think you can see some ideas that we're gonna be working on. And so be looking for Serve Clones video number 2 of Andy Roddick in a couple of days. And also, if you want some bonus training, I've got a free course called Serving A to Z, where it's got 30+ videos on how to serve. You can click up here or in the description or in the comment sections below. Also, let me know, what did you think of my attempt to do Andy Roddick's serve? What did I do well, and what do I need to improve on for video number 2? So I look forward to reading your comments and working a little harder to do a little better in the next video. Again, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We love it when you subscribe and like these videos. It really makes a big difference to how I feel. So if you'd like to make me feel a little better today after trying to do Andy Roddick's serve, a like, a comment, a share, that all helps.